Oh, hi. What are you doing here? Today's not, no, it's not, is it? Oh my gosh, today is a Canada Day collab. I've got to get crafting, but not until I finish my tins. Mm. This video is part of a Canada Day inspiration collaboration called Canada, eh? And our beautiful host is Lisa Voycey. Thank you so much for all the trouble you went to put this together. And I also have to give a big thank you to Kelly of At Home with KellyP, who recommended me for this wonderful collaboration. I hope you'll check out the playlist to see what everyone has come up with. Alrighty, for DIY number one, we're outside in my backyard here. I do live very close to a major highway, so you will probably hear a lot of traffic. And it is a windy day out here, but I need to be outside to do this because rather than using Crafter's acrylic paint, I will be using spray paint for two of my DIYs today. And this is definitely probably the simpler of two of my three DIYs. And I purposely put down this Canadian Dollarama bag to protect my table from the spray paint, trying to keep it as Canadian as possible. So like I mentioned, rather than crafting paint, I'm using this spray paint, which I purchased at Walmart, and I believe it's trim clad. I'll have to double check, but I'm simply spraying each side of my foam dice, and I purchased these at Dollarama. I'm not certain if these are available at Dollar Tree as well. If someone could let me know if you do know if these are found at Dollar Tree as well, that would be great. I would imagine that perhaps any dollar store might have these in the toy section, and they're great for crafting and doing DIYs. So I'm making sure to get a nice, good, thick coat on each side, making sure to cover those dots. And this will be part of a DIY that I'm making that is to resemble the Canada flag. While my two red cubes or dice are drying, I'm going to spray paint the large one with white. So here we go, using the white spray paint, which was much less expensive than the red one. And when I started painting my dice, I was very clear as to why this was a less expensive paint. It didn't get as great coverage. So basically here, I had to give this piece many coats of the white paint. And I did get discouraged from using it for my second DIY, but you'll see what ends up happening. So what I did with this DIY was I very simply hot glued the three cubes or the dice together, hot gluing and centering each piece. And then I have this fridge magnet, which is in the shape of a maple leaf with Canada on it and the word Canada. So I put that in the middle, hot glued it, and this resembles our Canada flag. And in the final display, you will see it atop my little candle holder. DIY number two, using our red paint. I didn't think I'd be using this white paint, but I end up using it. An old black shelf here that I found. I purchased 4 wooden feet at Michael's, and then I have a ruler and some tape to mark things off. So I will also be painting the Canada flag on this shelf and turning it into sort of a tray. So I'm measuring off here 7 inches from each side. I'm taping them up. On either side I will be painting red, and in the middle I will be painting white and adding my maple leaf. Well, here we go, painting our red. And this did take quite a few coats on each side. I did not sand down the shelf first. And as you can see, I'm adding red to black, so it did take a couple of coats. Here we go, painting the other side. Several coats as well, but for some reason, this side seemed to go just a little bit faster. Now, while that dries, I'm going to paint our little wooden feet with the red paint as well. And because these are unfinished wood, my goodness, they took nothing to paint and they dried up so quickly. So to paint the middle, I'm using this wax paper and tape to protect the red paint that I just put on. And I'm going to be using the spray paint to do the middle. Now, as much as I thought this white paint was a bit of a problem, you know, it did take a few coats, but it did cover quite nicely, especially considering it's white paint going on black. So in the end, I was quite pleased. So now that we're done painting the shelf to resemble a Canada flag and the little feet, we're now going to hot glue the feet underneath the back or bottom of our shelf, which looks really yucky. It's unfinished and I will keep it that way, but I'm just going to hot glue. Thank goodness for hot glue. I'm just going to take this hot glue and place each foot right on the back of our shelf. And I think I need another glue stick. There we go. So try to line it up so that it's even on both sides. These painted, I probably mentioned, they just painted so wonderfully. They took in the paint very quick because they are an unfinished wood. So they just were wonderful. So I'm going to try to line up here as well. Do the same with our fourth one. Pulling our glue. Okay, so these are now on, and I'm going to flip this over, and we have a little shelf now. I printed off a maple leaf off of the computer. You guys know I do that all the time. It's just so quick and easy to just take any image off of the internet, and provided there's no licensing rights or anything, you can print it off and use it on your projects. And so I'm going to decoupage it or Mod Podge it with a gloss Mod Podge right onto the tray in the middle. So let me show you how I do that. So I've poured some of the Mod Podge into just a little dish here. I'm going to apply it to the back of my maple leaf before I put it onto my little tray. So I will saturate this. And I think what's most important is to get the edges. So I ensure that I do that. I have a little mat underneath because, as you can see, the Mod Podge is sort of getting everywhere. So we make sure to get all our edges covered. Again, I'm going to eyeball where this goes and just lay it flat and then apply my Mod Podge right on top. And again, this is a gloss Mod Podge, so it's going to give it a nice little sheen. And I chose this one over my matte finish on purpose. I just wanted to give it a bit of a shine. And I think that's because my paint is a bit shiny and this paper Maple Leaf is not shiny at all. So I think that the gloss Mod Podge finish will help it to sort of match the paint here. Okay. And this is what it looks like. It's going to dry, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the final display. Okay, so DIY number 3. This is our final DIY before I show you the final Canada Day display, which will be on my kitchen table here. So I hope you'll watch to the very end to see how I display everything, and just watch out for some extra sort of decor that I've added as well. It's going to look really pretty. So I'm not certain that we can actually call this a DIY. It is crazy simple, but I think it's going to be really pretty. And all I'm using are these Canada themed socks that I got at our Canadian dollar store called Dollarama. And I'm going to use these pillar candles. So I'm simply going to take off our label and tag, and then where the heel of the sock is, I'm going to cut that off. So this is where I'm going to cut these socks. I'm going to do both at the same time. I hope I have a good scissor for this. So let's see. And I don't, so I'm going to grab another scissor. Okay, keeping it real, I found another pair of scissors. I think they should work this time. So I'm going to just cut across here, trying to keep it straight, nothing too fancy. And then I'm also going to trim off the top of the sock. I think this one I'll do one at a time. Yep, I would not have been able to do both at the same time because I think it would have been just much too thick. These socks are a lot thicker than I thought, so they're very good quality. And I'll just do that. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm realizing that we have this much left of the sock, and I'm almost wondering if I could trim these as well and use them on the shorter pillar candles I have. So I am going to trim this part of the sock down as well, and then maybe, just maybe, we will have a really nice display with 4 pillar candles. So we'll just trim that off. I think I have about 20 pairs of scissors in this house, and I was only able to find 2. So that's just how it goes sometimes. I like to pride myself on being organized, but I think sometimes I'm clearly not, because I can't always find what I'm looking for. So there we go. I'm going to now just trim off this part. And I think this might possibly work as well for my shorter pillar candles. And let's see. This is what a few of them look like. Be sure to watch to the end to see how they look all displayed with everything.